Okay, we are live. Today I'm introducing a brand new test. I got a new audio equipment and I am going to read the same paragraph of text and then we'll compare different microphones. So let's start with the microphone you are hearing now. I'm going to read this paragraph, gonna be the same paragraph for every microphone. So I'm gonna read this paragraph and let you listen. All right, this is an audio test. This is an audio test from VX7. Okay, this is the audio test from VX7. All right, it's about 6 inches off my mouth, 6 inches on the side of my mouth, pointing towards this area. So much of today's business is conducted across international borders, and while the majority of the global business community might share the use of English as a common language, the nonsense and the expectations of business communication might differ greatly from culture to culture. A lack of understanding of the cultural norms and practices of our business acquaintances can result in unfair judgments, misunderstandings, and breakdowns in communication. That's the end of the audio test with this particular microphone. Now I'm gonna switch. You're gonna listen to the same device. I'm gonna review the device at the end of the recording. You're gonna see the same device but with a different microphone. Bear with me 1 second. I've already pre-set up everything. So we are going to mute this and open this. All right. I am using this microphone. I'm using this microphone about 3 inches off my mouth. If I try to use 6 inches off my mouth, I'm going to read the same text, and see how we go. All right, that's the iRig2 provide a phantom power and mic pre and output as an audio signal as an aux or out to this interface. All right. Bear with me 1 second. We'll start our recording. Much of today's business is conducted across international borders, and while the majority of the global business community might share the use of English as a common language, the nonsense and the expectations of business communication might differ greatly from culture to culture. A lack of understanding of the cultural norms and practices of our business acquaintances can result in unfair judgments, misunderstandings, and breakdowns in communication. This is the end of this microphone. End of this microphone's audio test. This is the Line Audio CM4 through iRig2. All right, so I'm gonna mute this microphone and use system mic from the computer. Bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna mute this one. I'm gonna open the system mic. So I'm putting down this microphone and I'm using system mic and I'm gonna read the same audio text. Obviously, system mic is not as good as dedicated microphone, but I want to see how big the differences are. All right, let's start our test. Macbook Air system mic. All right, I'm going to read the audio text. Much of today's business is conducted across international borders, and while the majority of the global business community might share the use of English as a common language, the nonsense and expectations of business communication might differ greatly from culture to culture. A lack of understanding of the cultural norms and practices of our business acquaintances can result in unfair judgments, misunderstandings, and breakdowns in communication. This is the end of the test. This is the end of the test using system mic. I'll continue to speak using system mic. However, what I'm gonna do is get rid of the iRig2, which is this little device. I'm gonna hold it carefully. This little device, and through this device, you will see the use of this condenser microphone require phantom power. However, I'm going to mute the system mic and switch this one over to that one. So just bear with me. So I'm gonna switch it off. And switch it off. Alright, it's off. To preserve the battery life, I take one of the AA battery out. And leave the other one in. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one out. Take it out. Put it down here first. And I'm gonna unplug this. This one got a microphone input for both TRS and TRRS. It's auto adapting. So it's got 3 rings, but if you plug into a camera, it will work. That's the iRig2. Alright, so we skip this iRig2, see if the mic preamp is better in the interface than this one. Alright, so we put this one in the bag. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna unplug this. And we're gonna plug this one from the interface. That's a low profile cable, by the way. Very, very low profile, very lightweight. Okay, because it requires phantom power, so it won't work at the moment. So in a second, I'm gonna mute the system sound, the MacBook microphone, and then switch to this one through the interface without the iRig2. Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna mute this one now. All right, now we are phantom power on. All right, with our phantom power on, 6 inches off my mouth. See if this one is actually better than the one we've been using. Is this one the best out of the bunch? That's the whole point of getting a new interface. If this mic preamp is actually better than the rest of the bunch. Obviously, I can use the dynamic mic, the V7X with the iRig2, but that's kind of clumsy and no point because the dynamic handheld mic is meant to be used in a studio setup, so to speak. And then if I want a portable, I use the iRig2. It's for its phantom power mainly because it's a mic preamp. It's okay-ish, but we'll see in this recording. Okay, I'm gonna read the same test, same distance to my mouth. All right, let's do it. Much of today's business is conducted across international borders, and while the majority of the global business community might share the use of English as a common language, the nonsense and the expectations of business communication might differ greatly from culture to culture. A lack of understanding of the cultural norms and practices of our business acquaintances can result in unfair judgments, misunderstandings, and breakdowns in communication. This is the end of the audio test. How is audio sound? Is audio clipping? Is audio loud enough? Hello, hello. We'll see. I guess we'll see the result very soon. Alright, I'm not gonna edit anything. I'm gonna listen to it and upload straight to YouTube. Bye for now.